Been a long time since I've done an action figure flashback review, throwback, whatever I call them, but it's time for another one. And I know you guys are probably tripping like, don't open that, bro. Don't open that 90s relic. It's going to be worth so much money. You could retire on it. But that's not true because I only paid $5 for this. Actually, $5.50, which probably was the price it was when it came out in 1997. Anyway, stay tuned.
Hero Bishop Show, it's party time, it's excellent. Hero Bishop Show, it's party time, it's excellent.
This thing's from 1997. I think I would have been about 15. Spice Girls were on the charts. Hanson was bopping. And I believe Titanic was a big hit in the theaters. But also, toy and comic sales must have been failing because they were coming out with stuff like this. Toy Biz was throwing shit at the wall and trying to see what stuck, and a lot of it didn't stick. We got stuff in the line like Cybersect Spider-Man, Beetle, Swarm over here, who looks like a piece of cheese pizza, Tarantula, and they have a proof of purchase on back, as if years down the road you're going to be like, yo, I bought this, here's my proof of purchase, Tarantula, and there's a pizza slice Swarm right there. But yeah, man, I don't know why they were making these mecha style action figures. I guess because they couldn't get the Transformers license or something, so they wanted to do something similar. Or, perhaps it was their take on Neon Genesis Evangelion. I don't know. But they have these really detailed instructions on the back, which you really would have needed to put this thing together because it was so complicated. I don't know if it was a QC issue, but I actually couldn't get mine put together. And here's a little description on the back of how they retconned these guys into becoming Transformers insect monsters. Pause it if you want to read it, but you're not really missing anything. Just wanted to show you guys this sun-rotted plastic. This action figure's been kicking around for 20 years. Who knows how many owners it's had or stores it's been to, but we rescued it the other day. As you can see, this thing has little to no articulation, which I probably shouldn't even bother going over, but, arm moves around, back and forth, head moves around, that's about it. Doesn't move forward. One place in the leg where it moves. And no articulation anywhere else. And I'm afraid that this Wasp is looking more like a member of the Shi'ar Empire than she is Wasp. And it's crazy because I looked it up and this was actually a version of her in the comics for a while. Not with the mecha suit, but this crazy, insane Shi'ar Empire, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Star Wars looking ass version. And if my wife were here, she would say that this Wasp has no kind of ass. I guarantee it. And then we got the creature here, which is surprisingly has way more detail than the figure itself. And except for these weird Hasbro Barbie-looking wings. I don't know if it was Hasbro. Did Hasbro make Barbies? I don't know. But what I'm saying is these wings look like they would come off a Barbie. But the face on this Wasp creature actually looks cooler than Wasp herself. And sadly, even with these detailed instructions, the Barbie wings were the only thing that would actually fit on her. So if you want to fly away with the Barbie Wasp, you could do that. But everything else with this figure, man, I don't know if it was a QC issue with this one or what, but dude, this stuff would not stay on her. This was supposed to go on her face, which would actually have looked cooler than the Shi'ar Empire face, but it wouldn't really stay on, as you can see. Maybe I was doing it wrong, man. I don't know. I looked at those instructions, but come on, Toy Biz, come on. You expected young children to try to figure this out and play with this? They probably wouldn't have had a good time. And these definitely weren't for adult collectors, so don't try to tell me that. But this is supposed to split apart and go on her like some type of armor, and that really wasn't working out either, man. Maybe if I got some super glue and glued that on, but that would defeat the functionality of her Transformer suit, man. I wonder if I think they did down the line. Finally, they worked out the licensing where there could be some like X-Men, Marvel type Transformers, but these definitely weren't the times. And they tried, but they failed. And like I said, this thing did not want to come together at all, even with those ugly holes in the back, which I thought were screw holes, but they were apparently for this. But yeah, man, this did not work out too well. And this is proof that we've come a long way, man. Maybe you would have thought this was cool in 97, but it's definitely not cool now. And that's a throwback. Truly is a piece of trash. And I don't know what you were doing in 1997, but I hope you weren't buying this figure. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Much love and respect. Peace.